Let's introduce you to economics. Now, maybe I'm not the first one to introduce you. Likely I'm not. If you had to take economics back in college in order to get your credits to be able to sit for the exam, then I'm reintroducing you to economics. And let's think about this. We've got microeconomics and macroeconomics. If you remember from your college courses, microeconomics is more of the study of the individual, and macroeconomics is the study of the economy as a whole. So whereas we've got our wonderful chart you might be quite familiar with, or again, you're just refreshing on it, totally fine either way. This chart, price and quantity under microeconomics, might be the price and quantity of one good. So the price and quantity, supply and demand of just TVs, right? Or just one particular model of TVs. Whereas in macroeconomics, this price and demand is for the aggregate. It's for the economy as a whole. So aggregate demand for a whole market, or right, much larger macro concepts. So our exam is going to have us more diving into macroeconomics. Now, I personally myself was more of a fan of microeconomics back in college. I guess I still am. I haven't really changed. However, doesn't mean, I don't like macro, and doesn't mean I'm not going to explain it well here for all of you. We're going to dive into that. Economics as a whole, it's a study of human behavior. It's a science, right? It's what will humans choose to do based on certain criteria, based on the price of something, based on the demand or the supply of something. Now, simple talking about this, right? We've got supply and demand. Now, just nice introductions to these graphs if you're a little bit rusty on them. Rightward shifts are increases, leftward shifts are decreases, right? So we have an increase in demand. Now, the lines can be curved like this or straight. We'll see them both here. Just got them both for your reference. Now, these are both increases in demand and supply. Just something to memorize, and you'll see. Makes sense, right? Because price, say it's $1, $2, $3, and same thing here. We can do 1, 2, 3. It's 1 TV, 2 TVs, 3 TVs. And I know I said macro, but we're just generally talking about the graphs. The charts right here could be pretty important on questions. Now, overall, with economics, are you going to get a crazy amount of questions on the exam? The answer is no. And that's going off of, statistically speaking, in the history of the exam, you're very likely to get anywhere from 5 to 10 multiple choice questions out of all of your BEC questions. But, and that really kills me, I gotta say, because I find economics incredibly interesting and I wish it was more prevalent on the exam, but you still need to know it, be ready for the questions that they will give you. But now, if I'm reading a question, the question says, the demand for products and services in the United States increases. Well, okay. Demand is going to shift rightward. Supply is assumed to be stagnant unless it says supply increases or decreases. And let's say demand right here, let's say it crosses the line at 4. Now, if there's a rightward shift, okay, well, we see here, its price is going to go up because maybe now it hits 5, and then quantity will go up as well. And this is the price of the good and the quantity demanded. This quantity could also be the quantity supply, because if the question says the supply of all the goods in the United States increases, well, the quantity of all of the goods is going to go up, which makes sense, the quantity of the supply. However, the price is going to go down because there's more of them, and people are going to pay less now that there's more, because they don't have to fight over a limited supply. There's 2 ways to go about these charts. It's thinking about it logically, thinking about it what you would do, also just changing the lines, moving the lines. I actually did this on my exams. I would put my 2 fingers as an X and move them back and forth, right? Imagining the chart. And that's one way to do it. Because on the exam, you're not going to be able to have an interactive graph and move the lines. I will show you an interactive chart at some point, and I'll show you, okay, we move this and it goes up, move that, it goes down. But whatever helps. This is a nice introduction, getting you familiar, warming you up with these graphs. The impact of something. And what is that? That could be anything. It could be, and we'll see this, monetary policy, fiscal policy. It could be an external factor. It could be someone's decision, trends. Anything could make these to increase or decrease. It's just how the world works. Very interconnected system of markets. That was a nice little introduction. Let's keep on moving along. Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.